Hello viewers, here is a vintage radio cassette recorder. This carries the name of Reader's Digest. I've never seen that name on an appliance before, so I'm not sure who would have actually made this. I'm guessing that's just a name that was put on here and some other manufacturer would have produced it. But it's a really interesting piece. It's got a couple of rather unique features to it. Here's a look at the information tag. Appears as though it might have been made in Japan, so perhaps it's got Sony origins. Kind of looks Crossley-ish to me. I don't know. Anyways, it's in really good condition. Aside from the price tag residue that was left there, there's not a single scratch or blemish on this thing, and it is heavy. This has got to be full of batteries, which is usually not a good sign. It's got a couple unique things on here. For one, the tuning mechanism, the display, is like a rolling sheet of paper, which is not something I've ever seen before. That's quite unique. And it also has this gauge here. When I first saw it, I thought that was for the batteries, but now it says tune, so I'm wondering if it's like a signal level. Two size inputs for audio in, headphone jack. This looks to be the battery box down here. It says it takes 4 C batteries. Certainly feels heavier than that. Let me get a better angle on the camera here. This isn't the greatest. That's better. Let's open this up here. Oh, there's a cord in there. Okay. Alright, well that's good. There's no batteries in there. No leaking fiasco or anything like that. So that's good. I'll go ahead and close that back up. And the cord goes in over here. This is definitely an older radio. This probably dates back to at least the 70s. The plug is branded Kawasaki. And it says printed in USA, which is probably why the tag is still remaining after all these years. It is UL listed, and on the other side it says cord set, Kawasaki Electric Wire Company, Kawasaki, Japan. So perhaps the radio is manufactured by Kawasaki. I don't know. Perhaps somebody can tell me in the comments nicely. Well, let's go ahead and get this tested. It's got the numbers 3-50 on there. I don't think this dates all the way back to 1950. That seems a little too old. Alright, I'm going to plug this in here. I'm going to switch that to cassette. I don't know what SW is. It's got SW, AM, and FM. Okay, it's plugged in now. I'm going to lower the volume all the way down and switch it to radio, and I'll switch it to FM, and we'll go down all the way to 88 megahertz where I have my station broadcasting. It's already tuned in. Now, I'm not really sure what this meter is doing. As I'm going up and the signal is fading, the meter is going up. Or actually, as I'm going down here and the signal is fading. So that's all the way at 0. And if we go away from it, it goes back up. So maybe tuning is at 0. Yeah, I guess tuning is at 0. That's pretty cool. The antenna has like a red ball at the end. That's kind of unusual. And it's a long antenna too. Let's see if the antenna, is that affecting the signal meter at all? Actually, it does affect it a little bit. We have a tone control on here. Let's see how that works. That seems to work. It doesn't appear to be stereo. I think it's just one speaker here. But there's no... This is a solid piece of plastic. I don't understand where does the sound come out. That's weird. So that doesn't actually sound too bad, considering that the speaker is hidden behind a piece of plastic. It's not the best sounding radio I've heard. It's not bad. It's decent. I would listen to this thing. It just seems very heavy in the mid-range. There's not a lot of good, really highs or really low frequencies. Let's go to SW because I honestly have no idea what that is. Now let's just scan through here and see if anything picks up. Looks like it's on 3 or 4 megahertz. There's nothing coming in here whatsoever. Ah, shortwave. That's what that is. No, I don't have a shortwave radio, so I can't even make a shortwave transmission to receive on here. Not getting anything on the AM. Not even getting any variance in the sound. I wonder if this is working properly.
Lamp first, but radio. So why? Fiber. Medical record. A commercial.
Monday, October 22nd. Atlanta's biggest music families are coming together.
With a savings account and free checking. There's a lady who's sure would mean to try one of my radio stories as a musical. You know,
Alright, let's see if the cassette works. Do an eject here. This is a microphone if you wanted to record. It's kind of cool how it goes up and down. That's got a really nice quality feel to it. What happened to my cassette? That's over here. I haven't had good luck with finding working cassette players, so let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, this one actually works.
Unfortunately, too, that the extreme legalism...
Let's see if we can rewind this here. That works. Fast forward doesn't stay down. I guess it's probably not supposed to. Let's rewind this here. Get back to the beginning. I always get worried about this breaking the tape when it does this, because it's going so fast by the time it reaches the end. But it never does. Okay, it's supposed to be automatic stop, but it didn't stop. This is one staticky cassette.
The road got smoother. But I was Rushville Hospital in San Diego.
What is? I thought this was supposed to be. This is a sermon. I know what this is now. Well, it seems to work.
Then transferred to a burn center in the Bay Area. God was very merciful. But this was a blow to my parents, and especially my mother was devastated. This on top of CP was very hard for her to handle. But
I don't know if this particular sermon is copywritten or not, so we're not going to play any more of that, but that's cool. This is the first cassette player I found that actually has a functional system of belts in there. Well, that's good to know. This is going to be a very easy refurbish. It's seems to be 100% functional, and I mean, really the condition is immaculate. I mean, it's not even dusty. Like, if this is sitting in the closet, it wouldn't even look this good. Really incredible, honestly. Just got to clean the residue from the price tag off of there. There's a little bit of dust up here. Wipe that off, and then this thing is ready to go. This is in great condition.